It was 29 on Saturday. Watching our OSU football game, OSU versus Michigan. And what you're about to see is copyright and fair use, and I did not change that. Someone did. Message me. I'm not doing laws in Ohio no more. Kimberly Johnson don't have to. Anyway, due to the double fairly Europe laws in Ohio and explain the favoring inheritance and socioeconomic system in Ohio, all these copyrighted images belong to said owners and are being used to explain and show corruption of industries, medicine, healthcare, food and baking, art creation, music, and are being used for education. I usually need to explain my life as an unfavored and the problems going back to 1900 with laws, more recently from 1991 to 2005, and further on in 2020 during the pandemic. Due to the simplification of the law. To 2022 and beyond, and for discrimination of children, adult children. See, the crowd's cheering for it. So let's get started, guys. Let's start with my problems. Pierce Home, you see, Pierce Home moved to town about 2000 to be with Nick, or near Nick. And long story short of it, she's made the laws worse, made it much harder for people to get homes, and up the price on everything, and harder for people to get work because of not just affirmative action, but all these popularity laws passed by people from like Caltech and OSU because their parents don't like them, or because they have cursed names from like Ethiopia and Tunisia from the 1997 controversies. They're the Christians and Jews, impoverished Christians and Jews, and it's just sad. Now, Brittany. No, don't get me wrong. In 1997, I supported her. I thought she was awesome. I had all her albums up to my prerogative, and then I think she kind of lost it with me and got pinned in the towel, and I think I got over her. But long story short, was nice. And then I found out when she was going through her conservatorship problems, she basically was like, I don't like you, Danielle, so why don't you have to stay in conservatorship too with your classmates? The only problem is with that, they're trying to make me go destitute, and I have 5 kids to feed. So not letting me work and not letting me do what I need to do, work or get an education or bake or sing or anything. And that's when I improved my singing and found out what I was doing wrong. And some things I was doing right that no one even knew about. And it's just sad. That's with her husband, and I still think something bad's going to happen to her in 2024. I just do. It's not going to be a bad album. It's going to be something worse. And there's Christina Aguilera. I call her one of the queens of music. She basically decides what you get to do. I found out my family owned all these companies, and I was literally paying for these people's careers, not just the Backstreet Boys and NSYNC or 90 Degrees and stuff. No. I was paying for all the pop stars, all their homes, all these movies, anything I was remotely interested in. My family was paying for them. Like, I can't eat. And then blacklisting me and telling lies about me. And I don't like that she won't let anybody else in music that sounds even remotely like her do anything, even if their material's original. Now, this is what the LGBT community is supposed to wear, something like with the rainbow stripes going down. The horizontal one's supposed to belong to the family of Joseph. For people that are Jewish, so that's what that's about. And that's why I wrote those songs. I do think if you have that issue or part of an experiment, whether you consent to it or not, it's an issue you have to deal with yourself. And that's some of the things that people have said about me are not true. I never support electroshock therapy or something like that. I never said that. But basically, I found I'm paying for all their outfits and these tours and these fashion shows since like 1998. And it's just like, are you kidding me? And for a new video, when she's saying like that, for that, and for Back to Basics, which I wrote some of, like Ain't No Other Man and stuff, and for that outfit, which I didn't like, and she's just like freaking Ishtar right there. That says it all. And this is just perverted and disgusting. Oh. But I found I was paying for all these, and my brother Avery Miller supporting everything she did. Pussycat Dolls there. And it's ridiculous. But you've been keeping me out music for years, ever since that, my Grammys. And that was back when she was anorexic. Mariah Carey, he has been keeping me out. For those of you who don't know, he's actually a hermaphrodite. And that's his sister Mimi and Tina, and they're the ones that do the singing. That's him at the Macy's Parade recently. That's some recent photos. And they've been keeping people on music online that can sing. Everything too is original. I agree we cannot do pop, but it shouldn't be. You can't keep too many people out, and it's not fair. So I work so hard just to be told no. And I feel cheated. And I'm paying for makeup lines and all this other stuff that makes me mad. And Jessica Simpson, which I think that's her sister right there, not her. She's a twin sister too. That's Jessica. And I found she lived at one of their old apartments in Ohio. See, sister Jessica. Sister Jessica. Sister Jessica. And I found out my mom used to own Wet Seal years ago and was a co-partner in that, and it got closed down. That's why I was never allowed to wear their clothes. Basically, in DSW, she was a co-partner in that. Of course, off her name in the UPS store. Nick Carter, I guess he'd be called the baby daddy, or co-parent. He's been doing everything to keep me from even getting visiting custody, emergency custody, and just having all these legal contests. They can never win. I can't win. I don't have a job. I've applied to jobs. I can't win. I haven't applied to any jobs recently because I had vaccinations for COVID and flu. And that's in a soup kitchen, which they only let me do because of the outrageousness of the laws. Don't get me started on the clothes. I think the one for the clothes is dumbest of all. And Manny Moore, I found Manny Moore and others. And This Is Us, they mock me. And long story short, they took over these staffing agencies around Hilliard Road and Delaware, around Ohio, that I was supposed to know on other properties, and it's just wrong. It's just wrong. Like I said, I've been paying for the back presenting my whole life, not even knowing it. And I just feel cheated now. And I found my family owned Wolf stove ovens, which is crazy. Of course, they made fun of this on Telenova with Evia Longoria if you watched the last couple episodes. And the whole copyright thing made me pay for everyone's copyright in the county and in my class. And I just can't do that. That's just too much money. My kids can't do that. It's insane. And then they're accusing me of copyrighting movies I didn't copyright. I didn't do CDRW for, and I didn't do them. My sister did. And my mom did it on a UPS store at one point. At one point we did. It makes me mad. When I was younger, I just wanted to know the thrill of a crowd. I knew it could get people excited, or thought I did. And then as I got older and was baking for Walmart and other things, and learned, once I was pregnant, how to bake on my own and come up with my own recipes, I wanted to start that. And of course, they scrapped the ideas for Dunkin' Donuts and Krispy Kreme. Now I want to do nursing as a student, and they're all like, no, at OSU. This is one for OSU right there in red. And it's just sad. because I'm right here and we have all these people that could be nurses and they're being kicked out because their families don't like them. And I don't like Senator Clinton's policies or Obama's from the levies from 2005 and 2009 because they don't acknowledge that a parent could be doing wrongdoing or that the state or teacher could be doing wrongdoing, like Senator McNaught to me and Mr. Sleck and my algebra teacher, Heather Davidson, could do. They just ignore it, and you can't do that to people. I'm not saying I don't like my family or love them, I do, but I'm going to call me be a nurse and I guess be a side hustle as a priest. You know, mostly find demons and do minor exorcisms and breaking curses like that. I'm not doing a sermon. And then I found out my stepsister, Cece Catherine, is Norma on Passion de Gazelles, which is a hugely popular Mexican show. It's on Telemundo, and they're going to be showing the third season. This is the original from the 90s, right here. The actress is Garcia Garcia, I think. But yeah, it's just been ridiculous. All these belong to them. I apologize for copywriting, which was on here. I don't have my exclusive pay if you sue me, so sorry. And of course, they come with a third season. And people in Mexico already hate me because of what they hear on TV, and most of it's not true. Most people don't realize that Lola died during Hairspray and those songs. I only heard 2 or 3 of the songs, but she's lying through half of them, or the half truths. Yes, I did date a lot of boys, but most of them didn't go past second base. You know what I mean? They didn't get past kissing me in high school, and it makes me mad. And I found out, the Reyeses are there. That's supposed to be like the Reyes family. It's Cameron Mario back in his hot days. Hey, cats, quit fighting. That's Quinn. I forget who that was, but they basically worked on their farm in Delaware. That's Modern Times with the Reyeses, and they're supposed to be playing Howard's brothers, since Howard has like so many twin brothers. And that's basically it. That's Darcia Garcia. She needs me to get a job, but Dana Garcia, I'm sorry. I apologize if I made you guys look bad. I did not mean to. But I'm concerned that, even though we don't have a lot of Krispy Kremes, I'm concerned that the way Marlo Rosenberg and the family's been obtaining properties for Dunkin' Donuts has not been legal. I think it's a lot more legal with Krispy Kreme, even though they don't like me. It's at least legal. And then the whole thing of Brittany forcing me into a conservatorship when she just got out of hers is so hypocritical. It's just wrong. Even though I do look up to her and admire her and what she's been through, it's just wrong. And so Jalen taking my songs, taking credit for when I wrote them, is wrong. And the whole Mariah thing, not letting people get a chance. And Mimi, remember, yeah, it's Bertina. And I'm expected to do that the rest of my life or worse. Nothing against McDonald's or Mattel. Or Battelle either. And then Beyonce and Blue Ivy. Beyonce, when I was writing songs for her, she got conned by my sister, and basically, long story short, I got the short end of the stick and got my residual stolen. They're given to Johnson & Johnson, the pharmaceutical company, and to Pfizer, and all these health insurance companies for manufacture. I never got to see the money, and we put in, and Wright took my $100,000 a year I was supposed to be getting to $250,000 that I never knew I was supposed to be getting at all. So, and they didn't let me get a copy of the contract. It's just like, we don't like you. And I don't like her opinion on that. She's a Christian when the honest truth is she's not. No, actually, it's about half and half. What makes me disappointed in them is that they're so quick to forget everyone else in this town, everyone else in this state, but not me. And I just find that so hypocritical, and that just angers me. And Nick, I'm not even asking for full custody, just visiting rights and emergency custody of the kids. And actually, we're going to have an apartment, and you want to just beat me up for every girl and every geek and bully that's went after you. I'm sorry, and I'm sorry about the Chris and Joy thing and Superbook and all that stuff, but I apologize to them and everything. You can't hold me accountable for their actions, and I can't stay in this favored and unfavored stuff anymore. It's just too much. The law's outrageous. The clothing laws are even crazier. And then the bankers just come off as lazy. There's no accountability. There's no culpability. It allows the politicians to just steal all the money. And they're stealing city funds. They're stealing money for streets. Or creating a bigger and bigger homeless population and creating a bigger and bigger wage gap, an income gap for people. People who actually deserve to go up and deserve to change their names and deserve to atone. And that's why I think the charity rule is stupid too. Everyone should get to do charity. Instead of it just be, oh, it needs to be someone I like so I can go to my house in Powell with a helicopter pad in Delaware where we come up to make all the fairy tales for decisions. All the novelettes for the romance novels. Ha ha. And that's seriously their attitude. And that makes me worse is Elon Musk has my house. Elon Musk has a property that should have been mine. And I didn't get because my family basically lied and said I had health problems I didn't have. For Kimberly claiming she has internal canthropy when she doesn't have anything. She just wanted to make sure she got the properties, so she lied. Just a failure to investigate and just having all these bribed social service people. It's a shame. It's a shame because I would have kept my vows in marriage to Melania the Backstreet Boys, honestly. Especially with Nick and Howard. I was giving my heart to them. No, they want a girl that's dumb and looks like that. And they just stereotype all the blondes like that. No matter if you got it from a hair dye or not. This is what they think you should be. And if you do want to be a businesswoman, they throw a fit. But that's what I mean. Most of these properties, I think, are not legally obtained correctly by Ohio law. Or they're done by legal contracts, and no one's double-checking any of the stuff. All right. Well, thank you. Have a nice day.